near side, caught by Coleman. Get out of bounds. He's fighting for it. What do they say? They say he made it to the sideline. Off the bounce. 360 spin. Oh, he did not do it.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of Sports Edition from Upper Level Productions. I'm Osiris. This is Thurman. We got somebody new here. Matt, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Matt.
What's going on, guys? Thurman, how was your weekend?
Weekend was great because like a lot of haters got shut the F up. But we'll get into that. How was your weekend?
It was up and down.
It was up and
Because
down.
I was thinking of you.
How was yours?
Hit the books, as you know what I'm saying? What is it? I think it was a 15,000 level, not 1,500 odds. James Cook, 2 touchdowns, hit that.
Oh, so you had a
I had a great
weekend.
You had a successful
beating
weekend.
the books, as I always, you know what I'm saying? Beating the books, why not us? Everybody else hits these 5 at 60K. Why not me?
Well, we're going to go over these games right now and starting off with the first game. Washington Commanders went into Philadelphia and got trounced. Trounced with 7 rushing touchdowns by the Philadelphia Eagles. With a 55-23 win, Philadelphia now posts their side of the NFC into the Super Bowl. Cyrus, what happened?
Remember when I said about the Washington Commanders were supposed to lose the first game because of playoff? I think the game, well, it happened on this game.
Yeah.
Because, and it was more on the turnover side. Because once the ball got turned over, I understand Saquon was going to do his thing, but the defense, every turnover was a touchdown, and Washington never recovered. I think the game was too big for them.
What about you?
I think Jaden Daniels at some point, he's a rookie. Everybody's talking about he's playing with composure. Everybody's like, oh, he's great, he's this. At some point, the reality is going to catch up with you. Like, you shouldn't be here. You here, though. Happy, right? But now it's like, all right, well, we got to pack you up because we got to go. The Eagles are like, we got to go really do what we got to go do and be happy that you're here, Jaden Daniels. If you're a Washington Commanders fan, you shouldn't be mad at all. That was amazing to watch him smoke through and beat some elite level quarterbacks as a rookie. But then, reality hits and you're young in the moment. The lights are bright. You shake, as he said, touchdowns. Turnovers lead to touchdowns. You can win a lot of games if you don't turn the ball over. You can lose the game if you turn it over.
Well, I think this one pretty much boiled down to that Philly defense really stepping up, overpowering. Anytime Washington put the ball, they were there trying to punch it out, get the ball out, and causing those 3 fumbles.
Bro, I saw like 7 Eagles run to the ball on every play, bro.
It was crazy. That defense was very good. Vic Fangio, knockout as a defensive coordinator. I think that was really good. The Eagles, the running game, amazing. Jalen kind of shut up the critics.
He did. He shut me up. He did shut me up. He did shut me up a little bit.
Yeah,
I feel like you got to do it again for me, actually.
I believe he had about 240 yards and 2 touchdowns, right? If I remember correctly from the stats.
The thing with Jalen is, and I told everybody, look at the play calling. Look at Kellen Moore. Look how he calls it. He's kind of catering to Saquon. So Jalen's not needed as much.
That's a fact.
It's more save us when we need you for a 3rd down. Try to keep the rhythm and timing down where we can do play action. Use your legs to constantly keep moving. Use your legs to keep that drive going. And if you can, you're a dynamic quarterback. That can use those.
If you can win the game just by running, why not? I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it.
It's a weird formula. It's not typically, well, I'm lying. I'm capping right now because typically back in the 90s and early 2000s, that was the formula. Good defense and run that ball.
Touch push.
And you got the tush push, which is unstoppable. Speaking of the tush push, Washington really showed that defense really showed how undisciplined they are. 3 times they went off sides, tried to stop the tush push. Now I get it. The tush push is one of these unstoppable, unmovable objects.
I looked at it more, like I said, it was just them not being disciplined. The game got too big for them. I think when I got to see those plays and then the ref had to come out and say, "Hey, if this continues on, we're going to give the other team a score." Right there, I was like, "This game is too big for them. They're not ready for it."
Did you guys know that was a rule? Did you know that the umpires could go like, if you keep doing this, we're gonna give them the points because you guys are moving it a half a yard, half a yard, half a yard, half a yard.
We might as well just give him the fucking points.
Yeah,
That was what the ref said. It was
Okay.
crazy.
I've never seen that.
That ooh shit is making the rounds on Twitter right now. Like,
oh yeah,
jumping to conclusions over this shit. Yeah. There's a stat old head told me in the barbershop. Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl, never went back.
never went back. It's hard to go to the Super Bowl, but we'll get to that.
Right. So it's like sometimes even hard to get to this point. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at like the other quarterbacks in his division. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some tough quarterbacks who aren't, you don't expect them to fall apart next year, even though Sam Darnold and Matt Goff are like, at this point, playoff. You know what I'm saying? Playoff poopers at this point, but still, like, I do think they could. I mean, I think they got good leadership and coach, right? Like they had a new coach and everything that changed everything around from top to bottom. I think they were like dead last year and everything, if I'm not mistaken, right?
The only team they got to deal with in the division is Philly.
So I mean, that's why I actually saw this game going a little bit different because I'm like, if anybody knows what was going to happen, it would be the Commanders because you saw them a lot of times. Like
That's what I thought.
That's what I was thinking because like if anything, like even though like you can't stop Saquon, like but it's coming. So it's like I know that there are some teams like I know Josh Allen for some strange reason plays horrible against the Jets. It's like that's the way it works. Like I'm thinking because that's I'm going to see you. So I was thinking sometimes like I'm going to see you because since I see you a lot, it doesn't matter what you got. I've seen it.
I had picked Washington because they were just going in. They were playing hot. They were the hottest team.
They were. Right, they were. That was true. That's true. They were.
They were winning they were doing playoff winning, drives. So it was like
he was getting third down drives.
So that's why I was like, this might be a team. This might be one of that Magic Johnson football team to have a rookie go and take this team to the. So I had that.
I don't think it was crazy for anybody to think that the Commanders could have taken this game. And then I think reality, as I said, hit when Saquon ran and it was like, oh.
Let us know what you guys think. Right down in the comments. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you know when the next Up and Level show comes out. So in the late night game,
oh man,
we had a game.
Magic, man.
Some may say that. When Buffalo Bills goes into KC and doesn't pull up the upset, which they came so close. Buffalo goes down 29-32. Kansas City and Mahomes make another trip to the Super Bowl, which we'll get to a little bit later. Before y'all know where I'm going. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I, as everybody think the world did, would have loved to see Josh Allen make it, but at this point, I feel like
not everybody.
At this point, it's like you got to call the spade, and he's 0 against Pat Mahomes. So it's like, and it's like this division that he's in, ain't nobody going away. That's the thing about it's really gonna be these guys for the next 5 to 10 years. It's gonna be Lamar. It's gonna be Joe Burrow. It's gonna be whoever the Pittsburgh Steelers get. It's gonna be Josh Allen. It's gonna be whoever. You know what I'm saying? This is a tough division. It's like nobody can get past him.
You mean the conference?
Yeah, it's like it's the Chiefs. I can't you know what I'm saying? It's like it's gonna be the Chiefs, and it's like it's I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think
what I took out of this game was I think the ball that was called complete on Worthy, I thought that was an incomplete pass.
I did.
I thought that was an incomplete pass, so that was disappointing. The 4-and-1 tush push, I guess, on the that was somewhere in the fourth quarter.
You didn't think you thought Allen was the first down?
That to me was a first down. The fact that they gave the ball back to Kansas City was to me that was disappointing. The one thing I hold against Buffalo is when they went for the 2 and didn't convert, which made no sense. Which happened right before halftime. Was like, why didn't kick it to the field goal? You had to stay quiet. Instead, you let them get back you let the energy get back into the game when you let the team, when your Chiefs stop the conversion. So those are the three things I'll take away from the game. Because the game wasn't out of hand.
Nah.
It was a good football game.
Really good football.
Yeah, it was just
really good
back and forth. But I just think that those three things, the first two to me was just glaring from the game.
I'm watching it and I'm watching the AFC. I'm like, damn, I hope this is not the most successful game.
It's a Taylor Swift.
They're like, this is good. I hope to God that we get to the Super Bowl and it's not that AFC was the most exciting game of the entire thing.
How about this? Is that ref gonna be at the Super Bowl?
I'm putting money on it.
You guys done?
I'm putting
You
money on
guys
it.
good? Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
But
All right.
before I say this,
Yeah,
before I
that's-
say this,
that's
before I
right.
say this, 'cause I know I said I started off talking about the dark magic. However, in reality, as a football fan, when it comes to Pat Mahomes, you got to give him credit. As I think I shared with you the stat, like when it comes to that clutch drive, he is like 7 of 7. So it could be the refs helping out, but the stat is the stat. And when it comes to stat, I don't like to argue what is the stat. So there is that.
There's a Taylor Swift stat, but we're not gonna get into that.
She's been there more.
You guys done? You guys done?
yeah, we're done.
All right, so let her be cooked. All right, so what's Kansas City regular season win total?
This is doing like 14 and
15-2.
15-2, right?
15-2. How many were a blowout?
I'm gonna say 16-1. One against Buffalo.
One, right? Yeah, it's like one against Buffalo.
That's the only loss they got.
Well, no, I'm saying not the loss. How many blowouts were there in those
What?
15 wins?
I'm talking with the Kansas City winning. None of them.
No, they were all this.
None.
They were all this.
Let's go back a little bit last year. Playoffs. Were those games blowouts?
I don't recall.
No. Well, maybe the Miami game. Prior to that, their last blowout was in December 2023. I'm saying that to say, if there's going to be a team perfect and right for playoff postseason football, where games are close, games are tight, Chiefs, not just Mahomes, but the Chiefs as a team is the most well-prepared team out of the whole playoffs that came in there. When it came down to, oh, we got to do a last-minute drive to win the game. That's okay, we got it. We got to do a last-minute stop. That's okay, we got it. They went in there with that mentality because they've done it before. They got that pedigree in there. And what was the number one thing I said that Kansas City was going to be going to the Super Bowl for? Steve Spagnuolo. Because when you least expect it, when you don't, well, you knew you expected it, but you just never seen that type of blitz. He will throw an exotic blitz just when you have that, when you need to get that one play. He will throw you a blitz that you've never seen before. Why he's not a head coach beats the crap out of me, but that's our game, NFL's laws. 2, and last but not least, but never bet against my homeboy. Never, ever, ever bet against Mahomes. As long as he's not out, as long as he's not KO'd out of the game with a concussion or a broken whatever, and he's in this game.
You know, sitting here listening to you talk about this, if they lose, that's gonna be glorious.
No. That's why I was like, no. Give him his Sam Darnold moment. That's why I didn't want to say nothing. We're not even doing picks for the Super Bowl. We'll do that next week's show. But no. Let him have this one.
Yeah, I'll say this, right? The Chiefs do not turn over the ball a lot, and if you don't turn over the ball a lot, you win a lot of games.
Shut up.
Hold on, you're thinking that's incomplete pass. You're saying that the David Tyree catch is
I mean, I gotta
because it's
see.
the same aspect where it hit the ground, the nose hit the ground, but he had control.
He didn't have control.
That's why I feel like he didn't have control. I feel like that ball was slipping.
I think
He had
It was slipping here.
need the ball hitting the ground, force him to have control because he didn't have control when he went down. That's why I saw it in the replay. He showed the replay like
Man,
that.
I ain't gonna hold you. It was
now the 4th and 1. I give you guys. That should have worked either.
That one was when I was like, okay, now I'm not like.
Because Thurman, here's the thing, right? Because I know in your soliloquy you said that when they find a way, they get the touchdown they need. But to me, it's like if that ball was, which I think was incomplete, that set up the touchdown, and that's what annoyed me. It's like, are you just getting these guys to the end zone? These guys can get to themselves. So that's why they don't blow teams out.
So let me hit you guys with an interesting.
It's a conspiracy I'm putting out there.
Did you guys know that the Kansas City was benefited of penalties in the middle of the pack of all 32 NFL teams. Where guess what team was rated number 4 in benefits of penalty calls? I'm waiting. Buffalo.
Okay.
I was just about to say that. I was like the Bills. I was like, fuck it.
You know who gets the most roughing the passer calls? Josh Allen.
Can I ask you a question though? And can you give it to me in the concept of those calls, like almost like what I saw compared to yesterday? So in other words, like I said, I know it was an incomplete pass, right? And they called it complete. So the numbers that you're saying, does it show those type of like plays like that? Because I could use numbers. I could use numbers and manipulate them, right? Because numbers is numbers. Because I could sit there and say, well, let's say Buffalo's number 1. Okay, but what I saw last night doesn't. It's not about numbers. It's what I saw last night. What I saw last night was 2 plays where I think they favored the Chiefs. Because how about that one? What do you think of the 4 and the 1? You think that was a first down or no?
I thought it was. I felt like.
I'm not saying no.
I felt like when he was
If the ball is here, it's not a first down. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
I think you're just watching a still picture.
I don't know. I felt like he was there. Like,
Review.
So explain about the other ref calling it first down. Because one ref did call first down.
Who was on the other side of where the play was at? The guy who was closer to the play is gonna say where it's actually was.
Camera showed what I watched, and they saw that replay 20 times again. I saw a first down.
listen, all I know is one quarterback is going to practice. He's going to eat good breakfast. He's going to get his reps in, and one is just going to open up a book and pick a page and do a chant. And when
I picked this up at premium before you got here. What you call it? Do you? Because I feel that there might be a Buffalo curse.
no, no. I saw that they did it.
The Mahomes.
It was Buffalo's pick.
The worthy pick was a Buffalo pick.
When he asked me this, I went back to as far as them losing 4 Super Bowls in a row. So I think this is before Mahomes.
Yeah. I think it'd be Buffalo.
Keep in mind, before Josh Allen was drafted, Mahomes was drafted the year prior. That I had to look up. I thought they were actually
The same
the
class.
opposite. Believe it or not, I thought.
It was Mahomes
But yeah,
first.
Mahomes was first, and then
Josh
the next
Allen.
year it was Josh Allen.
Okay.
So with that being said, that being said, that's a learn.
When I go back,
Taylor, just no disrespect. He's a very serviceable quarterback.
I go back from the Kelly days, losing 4 Super Bowls in a row, and then you come back and then you lose to the same 4 quarterback in a row. That's how, I mean, I just look at it like that as a curse.
What do you guys think? Is there a Chiefs refs conspiracy? We'll ask that again, and we'll keep asking that again. Because until you guys answer,
Put a percentage bar. I'm pretty sure we'll get 100.
we'll put in the poll. We top it in. So let me
100%.
poll.
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal? Is there really a Kansas City refs conspiracy? Because, like, do all 31 teams want the fucking Chiefs to win the Super Bowl every year?
Well, let's be honest. We even from an entertainment standpoint, right? Because now we're gonna know who's gonna be at the Super Bowl. Taylor Swift has made the NFL so much fucking money. It's not even funny. It's not even a joke.
It's the Taylor Swift.
So if you're thinking of like on a conspiracy head, it's like, who would you not want to put there?
As soon as Kelsey go for a touchdown, the camera goes right there.
They'd be like, and okay. So look at that great play from Chelsea and Taylor Swift.
Happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And first shot of happiness.
And fuck one of the greatest talents in the NFL.
Wait, that's a complete pass. Go to Taylor.
Chelsea. Mm-hmm.
She's smiling. Yep, we got the call right.
All right, and Kelsey's on the field. He's looked like he's hurt. Like Taylor's up there.
Let me not add more because he's going to use it as bulletin board material if they do.
Oh my gosh.
Stop talking.
Oh my, yeah, right. If you do, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna watch it in real time. I already knew. I'm gonna be sitting there.
The show after the Super Bowl is gonna be so unbearable. By the way, I'm gonna let you know that.
Have you ever seen you know the meme I put up of Homelander with the I'm hearing Travis Kelce touchdown. It's like. But it could be Saquon Barkley touchdown. It could be the same thing because I'm a Giants fan. But at least I'm not. At least the Kansas City isn't winning. It'll still be the same sad,
Yep.
but
By the way, we was having like a friendly thing here. I got blown out. I'm like 5-5. He's
on picks.
yeah.
Holy shit!
Picking. I got
So if you were keeping score, I am 9-2, and my man Osiris the Virus is 5-6.
I'm 5-6. That's right. Yeah, I got.
We thought this was the weekend that he was gonna make up.
I picked Minnesota. I had picked the Lions. I had picked Washington in this game.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have also been the same as him at this point because I also had Minnesota. I also had the Lions.
And then for KC and Houston, I picked KC.
I mean, yeah.
What else was there? I lost with Pittsburgh
Against Lamar.
against the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah.
Well, you did that to yourself. You did that to yourself. There's nobody else to blame.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
So I need the Super Bowl. I was like,
Pittsburgh game against Lamar Jackson. You better catch
the Super Bowl, man.
But I think you kind of know where we're kind of all leaning on this. But NFL, not to be outdone. There was some little housekeeping that we got to do, and some little humorous housekeeping. The Dallas Cowboys has a new head coach,
Sports news.
and guess how? Still,
Brian Schottenheimer, if I'm saying that correctly, which I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, the press conference was abysmal. It's because of what Jerry Jones and both Steven Jackson said.
As big a risk as you could take, no head coaching experience. That let me share something with you. With all of that, you've just heard him reference his osmosis, his family.
If you didn't watch it, this guy Jerry Jones was saying that it was a big risk. This is a guy with no head coach experience. It's a big risk. I'm a risk taker. And then he said something about being shot or shoddy. He said something like that at the end.
he's never been a head coach.
And he's saying this while his head coach is sitting right next to him.
So what Jerry is basically saying is, I'm rich and I can do whatever I want. This guy here is going to be here. The Dallas Cowboys are going to make money. I'm going to fire him in a year and do it all over because that's what we do here at the Dallas Cowboys. Because fuck you.
And then Steven Jackson said in quotes, because they asked him about the drought, and he said, he made it sound like, I guess, like, oh, we're in a 29-year drought.
Right now.
And he put it in quotations, air quotes,
Right,
which makes no sense to me because facts is facts.
We've been losing since long as I've been alive, but I
44. They won when I was before I was a teenager.
They've never won in my lifetime.
So, I grew up watching them. Like my dad was like, "Gotta watch Super Bowl because America's
How long is the drought?
doing 30 years now."
Okay,
29,
I'm the
30
same
years.
age as the drought. I'm almost the same age. I actually am born the same age as the drought. I am probably the reason Dallas Cowboys don't win anymore.
But for him, the word drought. For him to use the word drought, like
it's
if
crazy.
they're like in a 5-6 year drought.
That's a
Going
generation.
on 3 decades.
That's a
bro.
generation ago. You're in a generational drought.
Bill Clinton was president, I think.
Oh God.
So I'm not gonna add on to this because we're just piling on.
You just keep McCarthy.
McCartney didn't want to stay.
No.
It's clear and obvious.
But
That's McCartney went to the Bears, right?
McCartney went.
No, that's not
He's still on. He's still free.
He might be a Saint.
He chose.
The Saints just throwing his name around. But
It's between him and Kellen Moore right now for the Saints. But Jerry was confident that he was going to get a deal with
Sean Maher. Marty Sean Maher?
No. What's his name? You just named him. Their former head coach,
Bob McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy. So when Mike, for some reason or another, turned it down, saying that he didn't want to be the coach anymore.
Because why would you want to be the coach?
Trying to gun for the Chicago job, but they hired before his contract was up. Because remember, the Bears asked for permission to hire. Jerry said no.
And that's why.
Declined.
That's why. Yeah, that's why.
He was going to be able to make
and that's why I would leave.
hired after this McCarthy coach expired, and you can also get a verbal agreement because they was asking for the interview anyway before.
Yeah, but that's
before it expired.
Okay. So
It's not
basically,
tampering because they asked
you can't. And Jerry denied them. Jerry denied them permission. They did a formal permission, and Jerry said no.
I know, but it's not tampering if
And he party during that time when they said no and his contract was over.
I'm not
That's tampering.
okay, they did. But my thing is but if you ask, it's not tampering if you ask. Rather, the answer is yes or no. You can ask.
No, and I'm not saying
So it's not
anything about that.
tampering.
I'm saying if you had any contact with Mike McCarthy.
I'm not
And
saying.
I think that rubbed Mike McCarthy.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not
The fact
saying
that
they
they
did.
asked for permission
And he said no. Wait, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm dipping
I
to.
think Mike.
Yeah, you're not even giving me the
But
chance.
before he said no, he was on TV all day saying he could talk to whoever he wants.
There's a dysfunction in Dallas.
Okay, so
no doubt about
it's not tampering.
it. Yeah, no doubt about it.
It was never tampering. I'm not saying.
I'm sorry, that
On TV, before the Dallas Cowboy put that message, that letter out saying, no, he was on TV before saying McCarthy could go talk to whoever he wants. The same thing. So it's not tampering. Because he was
my messes up on that.
Wait, okay, trust me, I know. Go watch him. Go watch Jerry Jones talking about that same morning. It was, and the matter of fact, the video was played all sports the morning. That means he said the day before. And at the end of the
But
day,
if you said that, why would you deny a request for another team?
because that's when everybody talks and says you have a dysfunction. Because at first you're on TV, you're in front of reporters saying he could go talk to whoever he wants. It's well documented. And then at the end of the next day, at the end of the day, when all the sports media was running that clip, him in front of the media saying he can go talk to whoever you want, then they put out and say, no, they don't give permission. So they look embarrassed. He look embarrassed doing that. But it's not tampering because the Bears did request permission.
So do you guys think Dallas is in a tailspin, or are they just gonna stay America's team and just clout and just money
5 wins.
and swim in their own field?
Highest paid quarterback. They're about to be the highest paid wide receiver.
I'm looking at. I try to type in Jerry Jones see if I can find the clip, but it's giving me the press conference you're talking about, and it's not good. One of them is like, I think it was the ESPN one is this is quite pathetic. Stephen A. criticizes Jerry Jones.
Is that the one for the hiring of the coach?
Yeah.
If you watch that video clip, it's crazy.
This is sad.
But he's also on the video clip saying before
Well,
we talk
Stephen
about
A.
McCarthy.
is literally on first take saying that
He's bored because
Jerry Jones
he's taking away the fun.
might actually be.
Yeah.
There might not be mentally focused to do this.
That could be.
But who can tell Jerry no?
That could be a possibility.
Who can tell Jerry anything? But that's it.
It's your rich dad. I ain't telling him no.
You know what I'm saying?
The highest paid quarterback in the league.
Well, no, I'm saying as far as the front office is his kids running the front office. You're not gonna say no to your rich dad.
No. You're in notes. Oh, well, sorry, we're just a little pressed for time. Another hiring notes. It's got a new hire.
Aaron Glenn. I'm a Jets fan, so I like the hire because defensive coach. We have defense. We do have talent on the defensive side, so bringing in another defensive high-minded coach, especially like what he did with the Lions. I like his press conference. He brought a lot of energy. He wasn't weird and crazy. He's a former Jet, so he knows in and out of that organization. So I'm happy about the hire. I'm confident.
Okay, yeah. I think that, I'm not a Jets fan, but as a New York Jets fan who would like to have a rival on the other side, I do think that the Jets are playing good is good for everybody. So I also saw the hire. I do think the Jets. And you are right. They have a lot of talent on defense. I don't think people really quite got to be shown a lot this year. And I feel that Aaron Glenn will be.
Thurman said something earlier about that. Okay.
Moving on to the next hiring, we had see, I almost did it again.
Las Vegas.
We had the Las Vegas.
That's why I just say Raiders. I don't even bother saying Las Vegas or Oakland because you're confusing. But
You got that right.
they got Pete Carroll. It was a Tom Brady hire. I think it was a good hire because you bring in somebody. They're not in rebuild mode from what they're saying. So bringing in somebody that has an established resume. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. And I think he could bring some stability to the foundation. My only question is who's the quarterback because of the two quarterbacks you have in your division.
Who's the quarterback right now? Derek.
No, Derek Carr.
Derek
Carr's in the Saints, and that's if they stay with. But it's like they got no quarterback right now. So
what's the draft?
Rumor is
for the
the rumor is they're trying to maybe bring in Russell Wilson. That's the rumor.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because him and Pete Carroll have history. Because they're in win now mode. But from what I'm hearing, that they said that if you want to bring in players, you might have to trade out Max Crosby. So, but Max Crosby is their best.
I don't think he will be opposed to a trade.
I wouldn't be opposed to a trade, but Max Crosby is
their best player.
You think you get their top notch?
I'm trying to figure Max Crosby on the certain.
So what do you think of Pete Carroll?
I personally think Pete Carroll is another. To me, I feel he's a great motivator of men. He's a great coach of men. X and O's. I don't really think he's that kind of dude, but he doesn't have to be because he usually hires the right coordinators for him. So it remains to be seen because that division is tough in itself. You got L.A. Chargers, Denver Broncos, and my beloved Chiefs. So that's a tough division in itself. So do I expect any rumblings out of that? Not really.
Bo Nix. Oh my God.
I don't expect him to be like a. I could see them maybe like getting into the playoffs, but I don't see them being like a 10, like a maybe. I'm just kidding. I don't see them being like a 12-win team.
I mean,
But
get a quarterback. And then
if they
we'll
get
see.
get
Get a quarterback and we'll see what will happen.
Yeah, Wilson. I'm gonna say respect.
Yeah. Okay.
Let us know what you guys think. Well, we're gonna move on into NBA. It's been a while since we talked about it, but we got a couple of experts here to the left and right of me. We're gonna start off with the first story, the main story. Today, Jimmy Butler is suspended indefinitely by the Miami Heat. It's not so much about the suspension because we already know the politics behind that. He wants to trade. He knows he's not going to get his extension there. But Pat Riley is staying staunch and staying true to Pat Riley. The next question I have to ask you too. How are the free agents are seeing this? Miami, me personally, you give me a chance to play for any team in Miami, I want to play. If the money's right,
Give me a chance
I'm
to
there.
live in Miami.
I'm there.
Not only the money's right, but it's
It's a
tax
tax-free state.
Income
Tax free.
yeah.
I can live on a beach. Beautiful women.
Weather.
Sorry,
The
baby.
weather's beautiful
But-
almost every day.
You know what I'm
But-
saying? It's like, why would you not want to go?
Why would you not want to go? But however, with free agents looking at this or other NBA players looking at this, the rumor is that Miami's not really the hottest destination to go to. Is this helping or hurting Miami with this whole Jimmy Butler?
I'm gonna go first. I think Jimmy Butler's hurting Jimmy Butler because I think Miami's Miami. They're gonna get anybody who wants to go, like you said, play in the hot sun and beautiful weather, like you said, free income tax. They're gonna go there regardless. And Miami's shown that they can get stars to get down there. They may not get them every, they're long. They got Jimmy Butler down there. They got Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? And before that was, but I'm not saying I'm not saying like they have maybe like a gap, but they've been to the championship. They've been to the championship I think 2 times with Jimmy Butler, right?
Mhm.
So but I think right now the situation with Jimmy Butler is Jimmy Butler's hurting Jimmy.
You're not helping.
I think we'll go referencing Gil's Arena in the past is like there is when you the type of star you want to win right now, those players are not gonna take to what the type of discipline that Miami goes through to win those championships, right? You're talking about somebody like let's say like a Giannis, right? Somebody who has won a championship. You know what I'm saying? You are not going to tell me what you want to do at night. I've been to the promised land. You got me here, not because you can bring me, because you want to go again. Not like you taking me. Because if you had been there, you would have been there regularly now. If you want people that can take you there now. If you want to build up, because Miami high key, if you really think about it, has built up through the draft. They drafted Braun and D-Wade, or not draft. They traded for signing Braun and D-Wade those years, and after that, when Braun left, it's been abysmal. The Jimmy Butler signing was the last superstar. And then Bam through the draft. Now, granted, like Miami does draft well. They have Bam, Jackie Giles, Tyler Hero. They do draft very, very well. So, but that is when you have young players. That is that type of discipline you need for young rookies, right? People who need that structure. When you want to win now, it's not young rookies who win now.
But Jimmy been to the finals with this crew,
right? And now he wants out.
It's about money. It's not about.
But see. It would have been about exactly if Pat Riley had not gone to the same. I'm gonna do this. I'm not doing this.
That's why I said
I'm gonna just do how the new NBA was. He wouldn't have this problem. But he's stuck into his old ways.
But Jimmy, that's why I said going back to Jimmy Butler because it's about the money. That's all it is about. He wants to get paid because how old is he now? 35, 36. So Pat Riley doesn't want to give that investment because you're at that age already. So, but Jimmy Butler sees it as you should pay me for what I did. So it's about money.
I think this is a pure example of two rights can't be true. Two things can be true at the same time. I think you're right. Jimmy's only hurting Jimmy by the end of the day. If you wanted to get that max contract, you're not getting. You got to play ball. because you
You
can't
got to play,
go as a free agent and then try to get a max. Your dollar value is going down.
and then you're diminishing your trade value by doing the things.
And by doing what you're doing, you're diminishing.
Because now it's like anybody like
So
I know
Jimmy's hurting.
I know you, and it was hurting Miami because I know you want
Jimmy's hurting.
Please. Pat Riley is the guy that got rid of LeBron. He's the one that's the reason why LeBron went to Cleveland. It wasn't everybody wants to say, oh, he wants to win it. No, it was really Pat Riley that chased him because he wasn't allowing LeBron to do what LeBron wanted to do. D Wade, how did that end?
You were left to come back.
How did that
Yeah,
end?
left for
Okay, but he
Cleveland.
came back though.
He came back.
Came back, but then
Don't leave that
when
part
he
out.
left again,
Don't leave that part. He ain't even getting retired.
well, when he retired, it
He
wasn't
got
really.
he got a statue.
Let's just put it this way: he didn't have
Another
choice. He
statue.
didn't have kind words for Pat. Let's just put it that way.
But he came back.
If you offer me $10 million back, come back. Fuck it, why not? this team ain't doing shit.
You tell me I was receiving it. What else? Shane, I told me,
I didn't-
man, I go to hell.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, wasn't doing shit.
didn't-
I'm like,
I didn't look at it as money. I look at it as his career ending with man. Last year. That's all.
No, I'm not. But when it comes to
Pat Riley gave him
when it comes to the free agents, right? Let's say the superstars of today. Let's say they were all free. Which one of them is going to do what Pat Riley's? None of them. Like, what that system works well because he's drafting
well.
rookies,
And
drafted well.
Say shit because
You're a
you're
rookie.
not through that.
But the fact you don't know anything other than discipline, you just came from college. So guess what? There will be no going out. There will be no this.
The next question.
But then you get to be 35 with 2 kids, and I want to go out with my kids. Oh, we got a curfew.
The next question, because you say Pat Riley's hurting Miami, but isn't Pat Riley the reason why they won? They won the championships and been competitive. It's still been competitive since, and still have John.
Two things can be right.
And still have
Right.
John Sports.
Two things can be
It's true, but yeah, it's
this
true.
is case.
So
one.
how is he hurting Miami when Miami?
Because it's your ability to draft the players you really want to win will at some point be different. Like some point, the rookies are going
look at the star.
You're good because you're right. Because you're drafting really good rookies, right?
Yeah.
But these rookies are not going to be enough to take you over.
How many
the
times
hump.
they've been in the Eastern Conference? Right? How many times they've been?
Honestly,
So it's like to sit there.
No, we're not saying that they won't be. You know what I'm saying? Like there, but getting over that playoff, that
And then it's Miami.
there's a difference between there's a difference between teams who go to the playoffs and teams who win.
what do you guys think? Is it Pat Riley or is it Jimmy Butler? Write down in the comments. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bar. We got a couple other issues with the NBA right now. Want to get to it really quick, but the ratings are really low. And I know we talked about this. We kind of agree what might be the problem, but just want to get it out on tape.
Yeah.
Why the NBA is the NBA? Right?
Because you want to watch the game today, you got to have HBO Max. You got HBO Max?
Me particularly, no.
All right. So you can't watch the game today. You want to watch the game next week? You got to have NBA TV. You have NBA TV? So unless the game is on HBO Max, where I can watch it on
I'm
sports.
confused about it.
No, unless I can watch it on sports, I can't watch. Unless I have TNT cable, which most people don't. I've thrown out my cable a long time ago, which most of America has. You got to watch it on streaming, and it's now on 7 different streaming platforms. You can get it on Hulu if you got ESPN. You got ESPN Plus, HBO Max.
I can't really say that because the NFL's been doing that. And
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
they
and they do it more. And they do it more than the NBA.
But the NFL, I think it benefits from like. It's hard to like.
I think it's better.
And then
It's a better product one, and then
real quick, because one of my mans that day the college, he said that, right? So at first I was like, okay, but then when I started like the games was on Peacock, it was on Channel 4 as well.
Right, exactly.
So what is this argument that you need?
It's on.
What is the argument? I mean, what is the argument that you need to have Peacock to watch the game when the game was on Channel 4 as well?
I think for most NBA games,
That's not confused.
the NBA, the TV deal they did is now like it's on certain now or like one channel. I think it's
Like,
you know what I'm saying. So
and then the NBA, I haven't seen any games on Peacock. I haven't seen them introduce any games on.
That contract doesn't take to next.
right, that's what it is.
Yeah,
so now the games are on.
So that means, but that's not the reason why viewership is lower now.
Well, it's. Well, let me tell you right now. Honestly, it's hard. Like I would like to watch certain games because I don't have that app, so I can't watch that game. I don't have cable, so I can't watch that. I threw out cable because streaming
NBA
service was supposed to be it.
NBA TV has been a thing for like forever. So
Right, but
I don't
even
think
NBA
that's a
TV doesn't
reason.
have all the
I don't think that's a reason why
games.
viewership
Even
is down.
NBA, it could be a part of it.
Yeah, but if you
Streaming
have
service
NBA
is part of it.
TV, that's different from your NBA TV.
You can't watch the next
You
game.
can't watch Brooklyn.
Because
You gotta have MSG1 on your cable.
because that's your local games.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and but that's annoying. I always have to agree
Okay, so
with that.
let me
The
ask you.
blackout.
That's why I'm confused. If I wanted to watch the Yankees, I just watched it on the Yes. I don't need a streaming service because it's my local home. So your argument is that you're not watching other teams play because local teams is not an argument.
Right.
You watch your local team.
I'm gonna lie to you. I feel like it used to be way easier to watch the NBA 2 years ago. It was like on TNT, Turner was on TBS, ESPN. ESPN, like now it's not.
ESPN is every Wednesday.
Right, it was
every
right.
Friday. TNT every Thursday and Tuesday, I believe.
No, but not now. It's not. Not every game.
They don't televise the game before the All-Star. They start televising more games after the All-Star because football season's over. So, but that's always been a thing. So, I don't think streaming service is the reason why viewership is down. I just think it's the product of just. I guess everybody thinks it's too many 3-point shots, which kind of I think there is. I think the officiating of is not being this harder. This game doesn't look harder or played harder. I think that's an issue with the product. I can go on with other things, which is more personal for me, but I just leave with those two. I just think it's more of the 3-point shot and the effort of the product of playing hard.
I think, and it's very small and minuscule. You can, if you blink it, you'll probably go over you. The last All-Star game that we had, and how trash it was.
Product.
Yeah.
It's really sending a message for people that were casually watching basketball.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, let me watch the All-Star. What the is this? What the fuck am I watching?"
I'm going back to the 2016.
The product is
going back to the 2016 dunk contest, 2016 All-Star, and like how crazy that was. How everybody kind of expected it to kind of go up.
But real quick, my man said the same thing, right? But I told him, I said, I understand the All-Star game, but the All-Star game is not every night.
Yeah, but think about it this way: for the casual fan that doesn't watch basketball, and they really try to target, like us, they got us.
Yeah.
Like we're watching the game, we're watching the game. But the ones that they're trying to target, the casual fan,
I don't think that's not true because viewership is down, even from us.
I know part of that is my ability. I don't have cable anymore, so I have the inability to watch certain games now. I just can't.
And if you're in New York and you're not a customer, you're not seeing.
But if you did have a cable, they do televise the game on TNT. Your local games are on your. So
unless you're in New York and you're not watching your next.
Yeah, I don't use streaming services to watch the game.
So, but then it could also be. Damn, that's true. It could also be the problem because like y'all realize my younger generation, they know basketball, but they don't.
We didn't need it. Here's the thing: we didn't need it. The generation I grew up with, we didn't need it in tournament.
Sure. But then the hunger for basketball at this point, like you know what I'm saying, is like now it's like
Jordan and Kobe are
now like you don't even really need to watch basketball to like play. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a young nephew who plays basketball. Does not watch it. Does not watch the sport.
Also
plays basketball.
Also social media because it's access to social media.
Right. Actually, right.
A lot of the players, baseball.
Yeah. Baseball. He does not he doesn't play NBA 2K.
None of that. Hearing he was the third person, but it really struck me because of who was actually saying it. But Derek Jeter was like, "Why would I watch baseball play it every day? Why would I watch it?" Like, and I'm like, "You guys really think?"
Well, there are certain musicians who don't listen to their music because they hear it.
I don't worry about him saying it because he works there.
You know what I'm saying?
So I don't mind him saying it because he works.
But I don't know. I feel like there's a.
But this is when he was playing.
I feel like
but he's playing. So I don't.
I feel like there is maybe there's something to the streaming service. I think there's a lot of it towards the product where it's like I'm thinking back to just years, just maybe a couple years ago. Where it's like it's Kobe in the league and it's Melo and it's Brian Nate Wade and it's young Giannis Antetokounmpo and it's like, yo, this is exciting. This. Look at what we got here. We got these old stars. We got these stars on the way. Now it's like,
to me,
you know what I'm saying? Now we're still holding on to 1, 2, and 3 who are like.
What do you guys think? How do you like our new format, our new changes? Like, comment, and subscribe. Keep hitting us up. Keep joining us. Keep staying engaged with us.
Basketball season's about to start, so we're about to start talking basketball, guys.
And you
It's
know
about
how
to get
heated
serious.
this stuff is gonna
It's
get.
about to get serious. I love basketball, so it's about to get serious. I'm a Jordan and Kobe fan.
You got a LeBron fan?
It's gonna be crazy. I love it.
You know, at this point in my life, it's like arguing with like patients of mental home. It's like, is Jordan still the greatest? Yeah, no problem. He is. He is. Come, let's take the pudding.
Bulletin board
Let's
material
get your
right
pudding.
there.
Let's get your pudding.
That's bulletin board material.
Is Kobe? Yes, no
He
problem.
says
Yes,
where-
it's
he
no
said
problem.
we're
Come on.
nursing home.
So guess what, guys? So next week we got no football. There's obviously no baseball. So guess what we're talking about all show next week?
Basketball.
It's basketball with our picks as well for the football. So like, comment, subscribe. Till the next time.
Catch us on TikTok.
Catch us on Instagram and on Facebook. Matt, tell us where they can find you at.
Oh, Instagram at Jaco Carmichael or Twitter at the Black Obi-Wan.
Hyman_OB, TikTok, PSN, Instagram.
And I'm at Up and Level Productions. Stay up.